You wake up in an apartment you don't recognize. It's small, cramped. There's a leak in the ceiling. The walls are thin. You can hear your neighbors arguing. You're in your late 20s. You should have your life together by now. But you're broke. And no single. Nahanya. Meade. Anasingia zidiamal. Yada santia. Living in a closet. And you have no idea how you got here. Something is wrong. You know it. Deep in your bones. There's a gap in your memory. A blind spot. Something massive that you can't quite grasp. You remember being Spider-Man. You remember Uncle Ben, Aunt May, the responsibility. You remember Mary Jane? Yes. Mary Jane Watson. You loved her. You were married to her. Weren't you? But when you try to remember the details, the wedding, the marriage, the life you built together, it slips away like water through your fingers. You look for evidence. Photos. A ring. Oh. Anything. There's nothing. It's like she was never yours. You call her. She answers. Hey, Pete. Her voice is friendly. Casual. Nothing more. MJ. Can we talk about us? Oh? There's a pause. Us? Pete, we're friends. We've always been friends. But we were. You stop. Because you can't remember. Not clearly. We're what? Nothing, you say quietly. Never mind. Yeah. You hang up. And you feel a loss so profound you can't even name it. Something was taken from you. You just don't know what. You're late. Again. You're supposed to be at the Daily Bugle. Jonah wants photos. He always wants photos. You swing through the city, camera in hand, looking for trouble. And trouble finds you. A robbery. Armed gunmen. Hostages. You intervene. You save them. You stop the bad guys. You take photos. Great photos. Action shots. Front page material. Don pen. You swing to the Bugle. You hand them to Jonah. He looks at them. Grunts. Shane. $40, he says. 40? These are amazing shots. I risked my life for these. And I'm risking $40. Take it or leave it. You take it. Because you need it. Your rent is overdue. Your phone is about to be shut off. You haven't eaten anything but ramen in 3 days. You're Spider-Man. You save lives every single day. And you can't afford groceries. You swing home, exhausted. You crawl through the window of your tiny apartment. You peel off the suit. You look in the mirror. Bruises. Cuts. A nasty gash on your ribs that's not healing fast enough. You patch yourself up with duct tape and gauze. Because you can't afford a doctor. And you wonder, why am I doing this? Aunt May is sick. Again. She's been sick before. You've watched her nearly die more times than you can count. And every time, you save her. You find a way. But this time feels different. She's in the hospital. The doctors are worried. She needs surgery. Expensive surgery. You don't have the money. You barely have enough to keep yourself alive. You consider selling the suit. Selling your camera. Selling everything. But it's not enough. It's never enough. You sit by her bedside. You hold her hand. I'm sorry, Aunt May. I'm so sorry. She smiles weakly. It's not your fault, Peter. But it is. Everything is your fault. Because you're Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's life is suffering. You try to have a life. You really do. You go on dates. You meet women. You try to connect. But it never works. Because you're always late. Always distracted. always running off to save someone. You cancel dinner because there's a fire. You miss a movie because there's a mugging. You disappear mid-conversation because someone is screaming for help. And the women? They get tired of it. You're a great guy, Peter, but you're never here. You want to explain. You want to tell them the truth. But you can't. Because if you do, you put them in danger. So you let them go. Over and over and over. You have no one. Harry Osborn, your best friend, hates you. He thinks you killed his father. He's tried to kill you multiple times. Mary Jane is out there, living her life, not remembering what you lost. Gwen Stacy is dead. Because of you. Because you couldn't save her. Your parents are dead. Uncle Ben is dead. Aunt May is all you have left. And she's dying. You're completely, utterly alone. The city doesn't appreciate you. You save someone from a burning building. They sue you for property damage. You stop a robbery. The news calls you a menace. Jonah runs a front-page story. Spider-Man, threat or menace. It's always menace. You swing through the city, risking your life, breaking your body, and people hate you for it. They throw things. They shout. They blame you. Not the criminals. Not the villains. You fight the same villains over and over. The Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Einstein, the Vulture, Electro. Sandman, Venom, TC. They keep coming back. No matter how many times you stop them, no matter how many times you throw them in jail, they escape. They return. They hurt more people. And you have to stop them. Again. And again. And again. It's exhausting. Sisyphean. Pointless. Because you're not winning. You're just delaying the next disaster. You get hurt. Constantly. Broken ribs. Concussions. Dislocated shoulders. Burns. Cuts. Bruises that cover your entire body. You heal fast, but not fast enough. You're always in pain, always injured, always pushing through agony because someone needs saving. And you can't stop, because if you stop, people die. So you keep going, bleeding, breaking, barely holding together. Oh, you can't afford therapy. You can't afford medicine. You can barely afford to exist. You're a genius. You have a degree in biochemistry. You should have a career. But you can't hold down a job. Because Spider-Man doesn't get days off. You've been fired from labs, from research positions, from teaching jobs. Because you're unreliable. Because you disappear without explanation. Because being Spider-Man destroys every opportunity, you have to be Peter Parker. You try to quit. Once. You take off the mask. You throw it in the trash. I'm done, you say. Let someone else save the world. No more. You last 6 hours. Then you hear sirens, screaming, an explosion, and you run. You dig the suit out of the trash. You put it back on, because you can't quit. You'll never be able to quit. With great power comes great responsibility. And you have the power. So you have no choice. You watch other heroes. Iron Man. Rich. Endowed. Famous. Loved. Captain America. Respected. Honored. A legend. Thor, a god. They have teams, resources, support. You have a shitty apartment and $40. They save the world and get parades. You save the world and get blamed when something breaks. You're fighting the Rhino. Again. He charges. You dodge. You web him up. You quip. Hey, Reno! Ever thought about anger management? He roars. He breaks free. He charges again. You're exhausted, injured, bleeding. But you joke. Because if you don't joke, you'll scream. A little girl asks for your autograph. She's 6, wide-eyed, hopeful. You're my hero, Spider-Man. You kneel down. You sign her notebook. Stay safe, okay? She hugs you. And for one brief moment, it's worth it. Then, her father pulls her away. Stay away from that menace. The girl looks confused. Hurt, Dort. You swing away before she can see you break. You lose people. Constantly. You can't save everyone. You know that. Logically. But it doesn't help. Every person who dies while you're fighting on the other side of the city is a failure. Every scream you don't get to in time is a weight on your soul. You keep a mental list. Every person you couldn't save. It's thousands of names long. And it grows every day. Mephisto took something from you. You don't remember the deal. You don't remember what you traded, but you feel it. The absence. The void. You traded something to save Aunt May. And, whatever it was everything. Your marriage. Your happiness. Your future. Gone. Erased. Rewritten. And you don't even remember agreeing to it. You see Mary Jane sometimes. She's doing well. She's happy. She's with someone else. And you're glad. You want her to be happy. But it hurts. Because somewhere, deep down, you remember. She was yours. You were hers. And someone, stole that. You're 30 years old. You've been Spider-Man for over a decade. You've saved the city hundreds of times. Saved the world dozens. You've sacrificed everything. Your career, your relationships, your life. And what do you have to show for it? A shitty apartment. $40. Bruises that never fully heal. And the knowledge that tomorrow, you'll do it all again. You swing through the city at night. The lights are beautiful. The city is alive. And you're completely, utterly alone. You're the universe's punching bag. Every villain targets you. Every tragedy finds you. Every loss lands on your shoulders. You can't win. You can only survive. And even that feels like losing. You're Spider-Man. Peter Parker. Peter Parker. The friendly neighborhood punching bag. You were bitten by a radioactive spider. You gained incredible powers. And you've paid for them every single day since. You've lost everyone you've ever loved. You've been broke, beaten, and blamed. You've sacrificed your happiness, your future, your soul to save people who hate you. You're a genius living in poverty. A hero treated like a villain. A man with the power to save. The world who can't even save himself. The universe has decided you don't get to be happy. You don't get love. You don't get peace. You don't get rest. You get responsibility. And you'll carry it until it kills you. Because that's what heroes do. Even when no one appreciates it. Even when it destroys you. Even when you're completely, utterly alone. You'll keep swinging. Forever.